Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. It is Sunday morning, and all I have to say is boy oh boy, isn't Harry just such a waste of time? Well, the judge thinks so too. That's right. This happened on Friday. Um a high court judge in Harry's phone hacking scandal case. The one with Hugh Grant, Elton John, a couple other celebrities. He's been admonished before in previous court sessions by the judge for putting forth, just making statements. Oh, I was bugged, and I think my mother was bugged, and I think Chelsea was bugged, but without offering any evidence whatsoever. And Harry's response last time was basically, well, I would hope you'd believe me because I'm Harry, and that's what it felt like. My feelings were hurt, and so you should give me a summary judgment in my favor. And you know what? Be quick about it, right? And be quick about it. Can you imagine? So, yeah, this time they're really starting to lose their patience with this indulgent little prince. Yeah, I'm going to read you the article. It's from Friday's Daily Mail, just so you understand what's really going on and the points of this. I mean, it's just incredible the hubris of this guy, the level of entitlement, right? Well, here we go. Prince Harry's claims that bugging and tracking devices were planted by the Sun to monitor him have been thrown out by a high court judge. Mr. Justice Fancourt said Harry had provided, quote, no particulars whatsoever, unquote. Strong words. No particulars whatsoever to back up the assertions in his long running claim against the publication. The Duke of Sussex is suing the publisher of The Sun along with 40 other claimants, alleging their personal information was hijacked or unlawfully obtained to get stories. Now, a trial is due to take place in January, but on Friday, in a preliminary ruling, the judge refused Harry's permission to include certain allegations in his case. That's right. The Duke had already withdrawn a claim about his former girlfriend Chelsea Davies' car being bugged. See, he's making all these statements, and none of them have any proof. There's no proof to any. It's sort of like, the near catastrophic car chase in New York. Same level of just making stuff up. And now the latest, back to the article, the latest version of Harry's particulars of claim, a legal document setting out details of the allegations he is making, contained only, quote, generalized accusations about bugging, said Mr. Justice Fancourt. See, here's the thing. Generalized accusations. No proof. No facts. No facts, folks. In a written judgment, Fancourt said, quote, no particulars are provided about bugging, and a previous specific allegation in relation to Chelsea Davies' car has been withdrawn. See here, Harry's having to retract statements. Can you imagine? Now, Fancourt goes on, permission is refused for the allegations of planting bugs in rooms in residence and bugs or tracking devices on cars, as no particulars whatsoever of such allegations have been provided. Harry can't give any proof because he's making it up. He's saying, well, I think this must have happened, My mother was bugged, and this must have happened. And that's what I think, and that's what I feel, and so, and the judge is not having it. And this all comes after Mr. Justice Fancourt threw out Harry's claim of phone hacking last year that I mentioned because the Duke had waited too long before stating his legal case. Now, Harry had protested that a Buckingham Palace, quote, secret agreement, unquote, had prevented him from bringing his case any sooner, but the judge ruled that such a deal was implausible and rejected Harry's bid to use it as the reason for his late claim. The Duke, 40, who started the case in 2019, can proceed to the trial on the basis of other types of unlawful information gathering, which he alleges. Let me scroll down here. Now, yesterday, here we're getting to the meat of this. Yesterday, the judge described the long-running case as resembling a campaign between, quote, two obdurate but well-resourced armies, unquote, that is taking up, quote, more than an appropriate, unquote, amount of court time. In other words, the lawyers, the claimants, Harry, you've all got lots of time and lots of money that you can play this out and indulge yourself. But this is a waste of time. It's a waste of time for the court. Well, the courts are backed up and there's serious legal business needs to take place. You're farting around and wasting time and money and resources, public money, taxpayer money, to indulge this victimization fantasy that, you've decided to define your life by, right? Judge wrote, I have previously indicated to the parties, meaning Harry and the other claimants, that this individual claim, although it raises important issues, is starting to absorb more than an appropriate share of the court's resources, contrary to the requirement in the overriding objective to deal with cases justly and at proportional cost. So that's a strong statement. The judge is getting pissed off for this, time and money being wasted over this. And he goes, it is now doing so. The claim at times resembles more an entrenched front in a campaign between two obdurate but well-resourced armies that a claim for misuse of private information. It is unsatisfactory, to say the least, that the court should be faced a second time with having to resolve such a large extent of disputed material on amendments to a statement of case. He granted the Duke's lawyers permission to make certain amendments to how his case was put, while also upholding some of the publisher's objections. He also rejected some of the Sun's objections, saying that it was unreasonable to expect Harry to provide further detail of allegations when he could not know them if, as he alleges, the newspaper had been concealing them. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And now Mr. Justice Fancourt warned that the trial in January must either go ahead or be settled out of court, and it would not be delayed any further than already has been. That's not a happy guy. The judge is angry by the indulgence of Harry. Just, I've got the money, I can do what I want, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna play this out. He wants to be hailed as some kind of a hero, while at the same time, dining out on his victim status. That defines his whole life. That's why he claims he needs all the security. It's not about that at all. It's strictly an ego thing. Strictly an ego thing. He wants the power and panache and prestige that he used to have as being a working member of the royal family. That's gone now. He doesn't have the blind respect and adoration that people afforded him as a prince of the realm. Since he stepped away, he's just made an ass of himself. He's insulted and angered and alienated just about everybody he possibly could. And, how many court cases does he still have going on? 3, 4, 5? The judge is getting angry about this. This is a waste of time. It's an indulgence. There's no point. Harry can't back up any of his claims with any facts. He just feels he's been wronged, and so he's out to get him. It's stupidity. But this is how Harry seems to want to operate. Even now, as we see, like I mentioned the other day, he's out and about doing kind of all of his charity work and making appearances and all of this, trying to polish his image and give the public a taste of what they liked about him in the first place, right? He's out and about without Meghan, and, the optics are a lot better. And then juxtapose that with scenes like this of an indulgent little clown angering a judge over a petty spat. Again, this isn't even about the phone hang. What this is about was because when this got dealt with in the courts the first time, William did receive a fairly substantial payout by the newspaper group. That's right, they settled out of court. Harry had nothing to do with it at a time. When this court first started to roll out, Harry was mentioning dates of being hacked when he didn't even have a cell phone then. It's ridiculous. But anyway, this is what it's really all about. William got a payout. Harry wants one. Like, why didn't I get a payout? Because you see, Harry thinks he's equal to William and should be recompensed the same way. Him and Meghan are of the same mind of a supposed financial obligation that they're owed, right? By everybody, seemingly. And this is why they press on. This is why their fantasy continues. Because it's driven by some weird emotional need to be coddled as a victim, but yet at the same time put on a pedestal as, just the best thing ever. And I mean, those two things just, you can't have it both ways, basically. And but this is what's going on. And just more self-indulgence all over the place. We continue to see that with Harry and Meghan, and I don't think anything is going to change anytime soon. And as far as the court case, well, I guess we're looking to January to see what happens, unless Harry settles before then. Lot to take in, and a lot to think about, lot to watch for in the future. We got to see what happens with all this. I hope you have a great day. Hope you like this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, leave me a comment. I want to know what you're thinking, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.